Um, Hello and welcome everyone. Um, my name is Ramy, the EDIH AI Training Manager. And for this session, I'll be guiding you through some interesting applications that we can use and apply within the generative AI landscape. I'll be having some help with my colleague Joshua and Natalie, who will be moderating the whole Q&A session and also any questions that you have within the flow of this session. So I think we can wait for another minute or no, we can start right now. Yeah. Okay, today we are going to explore the rapidly evolving world of generative AI, often called Gen AI, and uncover the art of what is possible with these cutting-edge tools. We will look beyond the hype and get into demonstrations of real products that can transform the way we work, create, and innovate. Here is our agenda for today. We will dive into specific categories of AI tools, like text, images, code, voice, video, music, 3D models, and data analysis, each with hands-on demos. After that, we will explore advanced combinations of these tools, discuss their limitations, and end by considering mindset, expectations, and ethics. But first, a quick disclaimer here. Please note that this session is not sponsored, endorsed, or affiliated with any of the products or companies mentioned. The product demonstrations provided here are only for informational and educational purpose. We will also be using a variety of products in this session, but this is not by any mean a recommendation from our side. We just thought that they are now the easiest to deal with. However, in the AI landscape, things always change very, very rapidly, and some of these tools may become obsolete in just a couple of months. So always keep yourself updated. With that on the side, let's start. Gen AI is not only for large enterprises with the big R&D budgets. It's also highly accessible and impactful for small and medium-sized businesses, whether it is automating content creation, enhancing customer service, or even streamlining operations or generating unique promotional materials. Like these tools lower the barrier to entry, speed time to market, and improve efficiency. Like in summary, we can say that Gen AI can empower smaller teams to accomplish tasks that previously required larger specialized departments. One of the most accessible capabilities is natural language generation. AI can craft entire articles, product descriptions, emails, and chat responses from just simple prompts. This reduces repetitive writing tasks and accelerates content creation. So let's see together a quick demonstration. We will provide like a short prompt and watch how the system generates a coherent, engaging piece of text. So if I open here my browser, so let's start with this prompt first. Imagine you are a marketing manager at a boutique coffee shop. Write a 100-word social media post advertising a new caramel latte in a friendly and upbeat tone. Include 3 bullet points highlighting its unique ingredients and one catchy slogan at the end. So if we send that, and as you can see, it is now generating the exact same thing that we required it to do. And also made it within like a certain vibe of a style, putting the icons and emojis within the response itself. But the thing is that there is more than the ChatGPT thing out there. So for yourself, if you want to see which one of these tools is the like better for your brand or more compatible or more relevant to your way of thinking and way of writing, something that I personally also use is I will also use this prompt just to test each tool and to see and test its response and to like push the boundaries on how to generate things and how it's writing these things. So I would say coin a brand new word, define it, then use it in a short comedic tale about a detective investigating a stolen banana. Something that is very ridiculous, fictional, but just to test and see what are like the response of this tool is. So if we send that to ChatGPT, so it created a new word. It's called Bananomaly, a bizarre or highly suspicious event involving bananas. And it continues with writing a short story using this word with dialogues and everything. And as you are reading all of that, you're feeling the energy of its generative capabilities. If we send that also to another tool, which is Claude, which is like I'm putting here the same prompt, and we send that, you will find another energy with another style of writing. It's taking a minute here. Like sometimes that happen. Okay, thank you. Okay, it started to generate right now. And it's got another word, which is Nerflutup. I can't even pronounce that. And then, as you can see, Claude has a different style of writing. Like it is compact, to the point, and it is more concise than ChatGPT. But if we use another tool, like here, the Google Gemini, use the same prompt here. And if we send that, totally different way, totally different perspective. And as you can see, it is more longer than the tool that we use with Claude. And it is more of the way that was used in ChatGPT, like is going along with the story. And as more tools are being created and are you discovering new tools out there, try to use something like that just to test and see what is the generative capabilities of this tool and whether does it comply with the way you are branding your business or not. So that is for the AI text generation. For the AI image generation, creating compelling visuals often requires graphic design expertise or time-consuming editing. With AI-driven image generation, you can produce unique designs, artwork, brand imagery, or add creatives simply by describing what you need. The AI transforms your prompt into a polished image, bypassing complex manual editing. So if I want to show you a demo on that, there is a tool by Microsoft, which is Microsoft Designer, which you can also you can get it from the web page itself, and also you can access it from the Copilot on your Windows laptop, I think. And as you can see, there is a show reel of these like images that were generated before. And let's say I want to generate something like that. So I can edit the prompt of something like that. And as you can see, it's giving me the structure of the prompt itself and giving me the option to just change the objects. But for the sake of this test, I will generate the same prompt. And I will show you that as I am putting the same prompt with the same objects and everything, the image itself will be a little bit different. So if I generate that, it will take a couple of seconds and it will give me four variations of the prompt that I prompted it to do. Which is almost the same, but it is a bit different. And as you can see, what you're doing here, you can open the prompt again and reiterate until you are satisfied with the results that you are getting from this tool. Another thing also from this tool is, for example, you are a store and you are like selling these items. So I have this item, I wanted to put it on my online store. And for the sake of my user interface of my portal, I want to remove the background here. Something like that, if I wanted to do over traditional tools of image editing, it would take me forever and I won't be 100% sure of the quality that I will be getting out of that. So another tool inside Microsoft Designer here is that I can open this image here and let me this device, let me upload here. And as I upload, you'll see some of the options here on the left. Like I can enhance the image and some of the things that I also can remove the background here. So as it is loading right now, yep, the whole thing was edited out and the whole thing, like the whole background, just like it took less than 10 seconds. So this is the capabilities of image generation and image editing with AI right now. Next thing is AI code generation. Developing software often involves repetitive coding tasks and steep learning curves. AI can now assist by suggesting or even writing entire code snippets, prototypes, or even application components by itself. This speeds up development cycles, reduces errors, and empowers those with limited coding experience to bring their ideas to life more rapidly. So a very good demo to that. There's a tool called v0.dev. And the prompt I will be putting here is, let's build a to-do list application with drag and drop elements. I'm not specifying anything within the UI itself. I just let it decide for itself. So if I send that, it starts with thinking, to be analyzing that, telling me what are the thought process it is getting, and then actually it would open the code editor here on the right, and it will start writing code live. And that is the magic that is happening right now. And once it is finished, it will just like run the whole application and let me try it, test it before, and then I can go and ask it for any follow-up questions, any follow-up iterations. And as you can see, it has created some components for the UI, and it's now loading the application. A to-do list. So let's say shopping, if I want to add that here. Wash the car, add, and I can like list it off or delete it. It just took less than 1 minute. And from here, I can follow up on that, reiterate, add any more components. And when we are ready, there is a deploy, like you can put the whole thing over the internet for anyone to access and test with you. So this is like you can use this for just prototyping your ideas. Like you want to see your ideas live on the web and let your colleagues or your team test it with you and put your thoughts on how to iterate on that and or just like to improve on that. Or maybe you can use just that as a basic step. And then from here, you can have like a solid understanding of what you want to do, what your customer really want to do, need from this application before really investing your whole thing and your team and your efforts and budget and everything for the big production project. These things are just here for you to use, and it's like the convenience and agility of that is incredible, totally incredible. So that is for code generation. Another thing also is AI speech generation. Converting written content into realistic, expressive speech has never been easier. AI can produce natural voices for narration, virtual assistants, training materials, or podcasts. This capability eliminates the need for expensive voice talent and complicated recording setups, enabling fast, consistent audio production. So an example to that is there is a tool called 11 Labs. And for 11 Labs, you can here like choose very, very realistic human voices. You can choose the accent, you can choose the kind of emotion, like because it is context aware of the whole sentence that you are putting here. So for example, if you want to test that, let's take a storyboard that we already generated from like our ChatGPT example. So if we take the other one that we did from the fictional banana term that we generated. So if we take that, copy it, and put it inside 11 labs here and just generate it.
Detective Frank Mulligan had seen some strange cases in his career, but never had he encountered a full-fledged banana
I hope you are hearing that.
Let me get this straight, he said, rubbing his temples. You're telling me someone stole one banana? Just one. The grocery store clerk, a wiry
And as you
man
can see,
named
like the
Dave,
emotions
nodded
is different
gravely.
as the dialogues
Not
is
just any
starting and
banana,
ending.
detective. The banana. Perfect curvature, 0 bruises. The kind of banana that belongs in a museum. Mulligan sighed and flipped open his notepad. And when did you last see the suspect?
And as like it is very context aware, it can also see that like if this is the start of a sentence, ending of a sentence, if there are like a dialogue that is happening, like you can go and edit this and fine tune it as like you will be like, you may even assign for every dialogue a totally different voice. Like you can get something like a storyboard like that. And for every person that you have in your story, you can assign it to a totally different voice character. And then you can have your audiobook within minutes. That's very incredible. So that is AI for speech. Next is video generation. Video production traditionally demands a range of skills and equipment. Now AI can help generate or enhance video content, applying styles, adding animations, or even assembling entirely new video sequences from a prompt. This makes it possible to produce engaging video marketing materials or dynamic instructional content at a much faster pace. An example to that is a tool that is called Runway. So at first, this image, I use Microsoft Designer to generate it. So it is just like a pixel art image of a father and a child playing in the living room. So if I use it like a tool like Runway ML, I can just upload this picture here. And then because this is the free version, like free tier I'm using right now for this example. So I'm limited right now to 10 seconds. So more than that, like you can put more keyframes actually and make like a whole like 30-minute video. For the sake of this demo, we'll just go with 10 seconds. So my description would be very simple here, but I can say the father on the left is playing the guitar. And the child on the right is playing, or maybe is enjoying his father's performance. And let's generate that. You may think that something like that would take a lot of time. Actually, it does just take seconds, as you can see here, like 10 seconds maximum. Almost finished. Okay, let's play that. Not much, I know, just 10 seconds. But right now, because it just like it was a simple prompt, it like added another things in the background, like shifting, panning the camera, the flowers effects. As you go into more and more details within your prompt, and as you are increasing your timeline of the video, you can go into the finer details of your whole video. Just remember that the whole thing started with a picture that also started with just a text prompt from another tool that generates images. Like this is just the whole thing just started from a single line prompt that I used. Incredible. So this is for video AI generation. Next is AI music generation. Putting your hand on the perfect soundtrack can be challenging. AI music generation allows you to create original music compositions that fit your brand's tone or project's mood. And instead of searching for stock tracks, you can produce unique audio environment tailored to your specific case use. So an example to that is a tool that is called Eureka, Eureka.ai, but it takes a lot of time. So I put like processed that before this webinar. And the prompt that I use here is just laid back, easy music to play in the background within an event break session. That's it. I didn't even submit a lyrics or like that was only the prompt that I sent. So if like it with this prompt, it generated two music tracks here. So if you want to play the first one, and if I seek it to the middle or something,
Find comfort, let
there
your
are
spirit
lyrics,
flow.
AI generated voice singing. And this is like another one here. It's gonna be the same lyrics on everything, but a totally different genre here. So like that is pop electronic this time.
So clear, breathe deep, let
And if
your
you see
heart
here,
sing with cheer.
like it's even more than 3 minutes long, just from this one line prompt. And as you go into more details into your prompt, you can fine tune whatever the output of this track can be. Like you can change the voice, you can change the even the accent of the singer who is gonna sing, or maybe remove the whole thing, like the whole thing if you want just like some music on the in the background. That is how powerful AI music generation come to this moment. Okay, next is 3D model generation, which is fascinating. Like for product design, gaming assets, or virtual environments, AI can now generate 3D models from just simple textual descriptions or rough sketches. This capability reduces the barrier to entry for 3D content creation, cutting down on the time and skill needed to produce detailed and accurate models. So, for example, and that one, I have this sketch of a blender, just hand, like hand drawn, and I will show you right now, like within seconds, this would be converted into a 3D model just for you to prototype with. There is a tool here called Meshi.ai, and I have already uploaded the hand-drawn sketch. And then I will just hit generate here, like without even putting a prompt. I'm just putting my hand-drawn sketch here, and I'm just generating this. It may take just a couple of seconds. And actually, it will generate four of them, four variations, because as you can see, like there are like a side that is a little bit hidden from like the angles. So AI will try to think of what could be the features that in the blind side of the Blender. As you can see here, it already completed 3D generation for that with 4 different variations. Just small variations, like if you can see here, the buttons at the bottom here, the shape of the handle, and you can just take this 3D model, put your fine editing, put your textures and colors, and that's it. Like within under 1 minute, with just a sketch and an idea. You just prototype something and you wanted to see it, like maybe if you want to like 3D print this or something to see it in the real world, like going from an idea into a sketch, into something in your hand, like it has never been easier as if right now. So this is for the 3D model generation. A very, very important domain in generative AI is data analysis. So beyond content creation, AI can analyze and interpret data, identifying patterns, making predictions, and offering insights quickly. This lets businesses extract value from data without needing a full data science team. So as a result, companies can make informed decisions based on prompt-driven analytics. So for example, there is a tool here called Akeo, and there is like a test dataset here we can play with. This dataset compares the churn rate over so many things. So over gender, senior citizen, partner, dependents, and so on. First thing is that you can transform your whole dataset, your whole database, just not with functions, just with natural language. So I can hear in this text field, I can ask the AI to remove a column, add a column, rotate, pivot tables, and all of that just with using natural language. The fascinating thing here is that you can actually explore your database, explore your data. So if I open here the Explore tab, I can ask the AI here, let's say, sorry about that, is there a correlation between churn and senior citizen? It's also completing it. So I'm asking AI, which is having the access for the whole database here. Might take a couple of seconds. Yes, there's a correlation. The churn rate for senior citizens is approximately 41%, while for non-seniors it is 23%. And the also fascinating thing is that I can ask it to plot graphs without even giving it like a certain type of graph to do. So I can prompt it to, can you plot this relation graph? And it would, by itself, would go and see whatever the best representation it can do for this graph, and then from like it will find the most suitable representation for this kind of relation for this question. And as you can see here, there is the yes and the no for the senior citizen versus churn. As you can see here. Of course, because this is your database here and your dataset, at first you need to have what we say here is sanity checks or sanity points. So at first you will be having your analysis, and from this analysis, this will be like the truth that you know about your dataset. And you can start asking the AI about things that you already know the answer to, like the correct answer to. And from here, you can put like a small question, like data set of questions that you already know the answers to. Put that to the AI first. And then from here, you can have a feeling on how the AI is dealing with your database. Like what are the accuracy percentage of like accessing this whole domain, because what I'm doing here is just like one table, but the whole like a tool like Akeo and other tools like that, like it can access like number of tables at the same time. So like it's totally incredible. I know, I think you have some questions, so my colleague Joshua will try as best to get your questions. If not, we will be having a whole Q&A session at the end. We can discuss all of that at the end. Okay, that is for data analysis, which is a very, very, very important AI domain with the generative AI thing. Next thing, what I say, like we can define it as experimental tools. So AI capabilities evolve rapidly. Experimental models and frameworks emerge every month, offering new creative or analytical functionalities. By staying curious and testing these frontier technologies, you can discover innovative applications tailored to your niche, challenges, and opportunities. There is a website called Hugging Face that hosts a huge range of open source models and demos, from specialized language models to niche image generators. You can explore, prototype, and test new capabilities quickly. This environment is perfect for experimenting with the latest research before it becomes mainstream. But the thing is, because it is experimental, it is not ready for production. Like it has its mistakes and everything. But let me give you like a quick example on that. Here, the Hugging Face. Okay. At first, there is an experimental tool here that's called like a virtual fitting room. So you can like put an image of a person, then choose whatever clothes piece that you want to like try on yourself on this person. And then using AI, it can detect what could be the piece that needs to be removed and then like replacing it with that. So what is happening here, like it is not that accurate, I know, but this is the experimental side of it. Like from here, you're seeing things that you know that just in the upcoming couple of months, these things would be production ready and it will be the mainstream thing that you'll be hearing about online. So these things, just in a couple of 1 or 2 months, you will see something like that, a virtual fitting room that is like production ready app for everyone to use over the internet. So I would highly encourage you to go over the Hugging Face website and see for yourself every other project that's being hosted out there, just to have a feeling on the upcoming trends that's gonna be happening in the generative AI landscape. That is for the experimental tools. Okay, another very important thing here is the advanced combinations. One of the very important combinations here are the RAG, or what we call here the retrieval augmented reality, retrieval augmented generation. Sorry about that. This approach like enables AI systems to access specific business knowledge, turning them into domain experts that can accurately answer queries, generate specialized reports, or even provide detailed product support. A good example to that is, for example, I will show you like a documentation for a product that is totally fictional. Like I've done that just for a fictional company that's called Quantum Innovation, like a hardware product called Quantum Core Neural Accelerator. There is like the product overview is a PCIe 5.0 add-in card designed to revolutionize AI workloads, key features with technical specifications and everything. The thing is, like, for example, and keep that in mind, like one of the key features is dual phase cooling with graphene heat pipes. So if I open ChatGPT and let's say that in my company, I want to use these documentation that we have for our products, and then just to help our customers to like answer their questions and their inquiries about our product. So if one of our customers ask this, like, what is a cooling system for Quantum Core Neural Accelerator product by Quantum Innovations, which is totally fictional. The thing is, because I've done that in-house on my machine, it wasn't over the internet, it wasn't over the training data set that tools like ChatGPT was trained on, it would either say, I don't know, or it just would give you wrong answers, hallucinations. So if we put that to ChatGPT, the answer most probably would be not relevant, 100% wrong. It's taking its time for some reason. Okay. It's even trying to like access the internet because it doesn't have anything related to that in its database or its learning dataset. Advanced liquid cooling, which is not like this is not the thing that is in our documentation. So the whole response here is 100% wrong. So one method you can use for that is the retrieval augmented generation, which is short for RAG. So a very good tool for that is Notebook LLM that Google has pushed in the past 2 to 3 months ago. So what I've done here is that I uploaded my PDF for the whole product description. So once I uploaded this here, already Google had like a summary idea on what is happening inside the PDF itself. It has added it to its AI, so it became part of its knowledge base. So right now, if I ask it with the same question that I asked ChatGPT, because right now it has access to the PDF, as you can see, uses a dual phase cooling system. And the nice thing that you will find here is that it gives you the reference. It gives you here from where exactly from the whole PDF, from the whole document, it grabbed this piece of information. And you'll see here that there is the dual phase got it from this section. There's another thing that also includes a vapor chamber that got it from another section, which is mind-blowing because this is just over one PDF. For example, you are doing a competitor analysis in your industry. You can literally get reports over all your competitors into PDFs or documents. Just upload it here, and the AI will be adding all of that to its AI knowledge base. And then from here, you can start chatting, getting insights over the whole thing that you have already uploaded. Another cool feature that is Google is doing with this specific tool is that you can put like a podcast of 2 people actually talking together about the whole things that you uploaded in your resources. So for example, if I play this.
All right, ready to dive into something pretty wild?
I'm all ears.
We're talking quantum computing, but not the usual stuff you hear about.
All right, I'm intrigued.
Today, we're going deep on this product document for the Quantum Core Neural Accelerator. It's a piece of hardware, and it claims to, well, basically supercharge AI processing.
Supercharge. Oh, so like how much faster are we talking?
Think way faster than even your top-of-the-line GPUs.
Wow.
So in a very casual way, in a very easy, relaxed way, you're also hearing a different kind of summary. So what you have uploaded, so you have the option to chat with your data that you already added to your resources here with the AI, or even to listen to it maybe on the go if you need to go like on the go to have what we can say here, a general idea on what is happening with the whole this list of documents that you have uploaded here. That is for a very good example for using the RAG feature. Another thing also is the multimodal experience. And multimodal integrates different types of content. So text, images, video, audio into a unified experience. Imagine a tool that can look at a product image, describe it in text, and then draft a script for a video that narrates the product's feature. Such integrations deliver richer, more contextual aware services. So, for example, last summer I went for a walk in the Greenway from Blessington to Roseboro House and saw this tree. It had strange mushroom-shaped things attached on it, but it had like a hard shell. I just took a photo. I took and asked AI what are these things on the tree. It replied with that it is like it is a type of fungi called bracket fungi, and how this fungi affect the tree with some extra information. Like this is how powerful multimodal can be. Like you can chat with AI via text, via images, and right now these AI tools are also pushing for video. So like it is combining the whole different kinds of models into one unified experience. Another thing is AI automation, which is absolutely important. But the thing is, like something like that, I'll show you in the demo. It will need a series of webinars by itself. But in short, AI can be like integrated into end-to-end workflows to coordinate multiple tasks. For example, an AI-driven analytics tool might identify key data, trends, then pass them to an email copy generator for targeting messaging, and then automatically create personalized landing pages. By linking these capabilities together, entire processes can streamlined, saving time and enabling efficient scalability. So a very good example to that, there is a tool out there called Make.com. And Make.com is a no-code platform that is node-based. So what I can do here is I can like add a module, and there are some preset modules here. Like I can access my Google Drive, Google Calendar, Sheets, documents. Like there is a lot of presets here. And to give you like a quick example on what is happening here, in this flow, what is happening here is that, for example, I'm having a Zoom meeting with my team. Just after ending this Zoom call, this automation would be triggered by the end of this call. It will go first grab the transcription that Zoom, like the recording that Zoom has already done, and its transcription, and then send it to the AI to get a sweet summary with highlights and meeting minutes of the whole thing. And then it will use, if you remember 11 Labs that we used earlier to convert text to speech, and then send it to my Slack, or maybe you can swap Slack with anything else, like for your Microsoft Teams or something. So just after, like what will be happening in the background, that I will just be ending my Zoom meeting. And then after a couple of minutes, I'll be receiving on my Slack or my Microsoft Teams a voice note or a recording, just like 2 to 3 minutes. It depends on the summary length, just describing what are the meeting minutes, summary, and highlight points of the whole meeting that we have done before, all happening in the background. And it is just like a very, very simple example. If we want to go into more details and how you can actually use that into your business, like this, the whole thing of automating your workflows can like save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and the energy that you have, you'll be using that to focus on your customer more than just for your everyday operations that you are using, and like the things that you know that is gonna be repeated every day. And the whole thing, like getting into more details into Make.com and the whole thing about the AI automations, this will need another webinar, like maybe even like a series of webinars. But first thing would be that you will need to first thing to plot your actual workflow, your actual business operations, start to end. Like what, like if it is like a sales operation workflow, you will need to like what is going to be the trigger, and then how you're gonna be like closing this sales deal. And while you are putting the whole workflow, you will start to realize that there are multiple steps here and there that needs to be automated. And this is the part that AI automations can come in to save you money, save you energy, save you time, and actually let you start to expand and see your mistakes and flaws that you already have in your big business process. So that is for the AI automations. Okay, before we wrap up, I would like to get your input on which of the showcased AI capabilities you would like us to explore in greater depth in the upcoming webinars, because what we already did in this webinar was just like scratching just the surface very, very quickly over every domain. So what I will be doing here is that I will be opening here a poll that I would very, very appreciate it to if I like you all let me know your opinion on that. You'll see right now a live poll listing the different areas we covered: text generation, image creation, code assistance, and more. So please select one or more fields that you are most interested in learning more about, because this feedback helps us tailor our next sessions, our next webinars for this 2025 year to your needs, and also to ensure that we provide the most valuable value possible. So I just like give it just 1 minute and then we will continue. Okay. And if I can share the results with you. Okay, most of you are more interested in the AI text generation than the image and the code. The code is more than the image generation. So, and the least is the 3D models. Data analysis, yeah. I would say, yeah, data analysis is a big thing, especially because it gives you quick insights. And because at the same time, I know that it's very, very crucial for your business to know that you're getting the thing quickly and the thing right. Like you are combining these two things at the same time. So yeah, of course, we'll be putting that into our next plan for the 2025 webinar series. Okay, moving forward from here, and just like this is gonna be like to end this session with. So despite their strengths, AI capabilities are not without limits. They can produce incorrect or misleading information if not guided properly. They may struggle with context-sensitive tasks or deliver inconsistent quality at times. So understanding these constraints helps in setting realistic expectations and implementing human oversight where needed. Approach AI with a mindset of exploration and adaptability. Treat these tools as creative partners and assistants that learn alongside you. The technology evolves very, very quickly. So I would say continuous learning and experimentations ensures you stay ahead of the curve. So while AI accelerates tasks and enhances capabilities, it doesn't replace human judgment, creativity, or strategic thinking. Set realistic goals. Use AI to handle the repetitive and time-consuming parts so you and your team can focus on higher-level decision-making, innovation, and personal connection with your audience. Ethical considerations are huge. Ensure the content generated aligns with your brand values and does not propagate biases, misinformation, or breaches of privacy. Transparency about AI involvement and a strong commitment to responsible use will foster trust with both your customers, and your stakeholders. Generative AI brings a wealth of capabilities: text, images, code, voice, video, music, 3D models, data insights, and much, much, much more. Like even right now, there are a lot of pushing to, if you have seen the news with the ChatGPT operators, and like there is like a whole space is opening right now for something that they call the AI agents. Like the whole landscape is being developed on and is being expanded rapidly. So, like all of that can significantly benefit businesses of all sizes. So, when integrated wisely, these tools empower teams to be more creative, efficient, and agile. But they must be used responsibly and thoughtfully. We have covered a lot of ground today on the topic of generative AI applications. Now I would like to open the floor for any questions you may have. Feel free to ask about the tools we discussed or how might these capabilities help address your business challenges or unlock